Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for love. I'm trying not to laugh because I just tried to record this video and 2 minutes into it I accidentally flipped over one of the cards before I started the reading and revealed the card, so I have to re-record. But I'm excited for this. A lot of you guys have been asking for this, and I noticed that my pick a card readings, some of them have almost 1,000 views, and I'm shocked because I recently started this channel, so I want to make some more and see if this helps you guys out. I think it's so cool. I mean, I've gotten so much feedback saying that they chose one of the cards for their question and that they got the answer they were looking for. So hey, if this helps and this works out, awesome. Maybe you were led to this reading because there's an answer here for you, and if so, definitely leave a comment and let me know. I'm probably just about the most unbiased person to do this love reading for you, especially twin flame, because to be honest with you guys, I have no idea what's going on with my twin flame soulmate thing, if my partner's my twin flame or not, or if I have 5 twin flames, or if I have 3 or none, or whatever, but I've been able to do these twin flame and love readings probably because I'm so unbiased about it, and I've gotten the most feedback on that. So I'm going to try to do more of these, and you know, if you guys are led to this, remember to trust your gut, because some of these messages that come through might not be for you. Maybe it's for someone else who's watching, maybe it's just a projection of my own stuff, who knows, but trust yourself. What I do is I just pray and I open myself up to whatever comes through, and I pray that whoever needs to see this will be led to it, and they'll be able to, you know, through synchronicity, pick the right card for their question. So we're talking about romantic love here, so this isn't for your aunt or your sister. This is for your current partner. It can be you know, a twin flame reading. You can kind of customize this and make it whatever you want. So what I want you guys to do is think of your question, and if you don't have a question, then you can just think of a, you know, ask for a general reading, and just take a deep breath and take a moment to center yourself. So I'm going to give you guys a second to just center yourself and just listen to this waterfall music and take some deep breaths. Okay, now what I want you to do is, thinking of your question, go ahead and choose a stack of cards. Now if you're having a hard time choosing, you know, some people might hear the number of the card in their head, so 1, 2, 3, or 4. You might see the number. One of the cards might flash at you. You might just instinctively just feel like that one, you know. But if all else fails, you can always hold your hands above every card, like over the screen, and see if your hands tingle. And I don't know, for me that always works. I always choose cards by like tingles in my fingers, and whenever I go hiking like crazy places like in the redwoods or something, I feel really tingles in my fingertips. It's so cool. It's like energy. So maybe you guys can feel energy too. So. And if you want to go ahead to your card, then look in the description below. I'm going to have the timestamps there for each card number. If you want to watch the whole reading, maybe the whole thing's a message for you. I have no idea, but let's get started here. If you chose number 1, your love reading. Oh my gosh. So your answer is you need to take a leap of faith and you need to reach out to this person. You need to say something to them. That might kind of shock you. I have a feeling like if you turn this over, you might be shocked and you might be like, no, like, no, I shouldn't. There's like, you might have a million reasons and excuses not to. Maybe the last time you spoke with this person, it didn't end well. Maybe this is an ex. Maybe it's someone you are a little nervous to ask on a date. This could present in many different ways, but what's coming through is those of you guys who chose this, life has really hit you hard in the recent past, and you've left the difficult time behind, not too long ago, and you've been at this period in your life where you've kind of been resting and recovering from all the shit that went down. And from, this time of, I'm seeing abundance, like abundance has come into your life, and you felt a little bit more creative and a little bit more carefree, but overall you've just been tired, you've just been trying to rest. So maybe the last thing on your mind is reaching out to someone, is starting something. Maybe you have you're comfortable where you're at and where you're at in life, and maybe reaching out to this person would really be complicated and not really, maybe it's complicated, because this talks about comfort. So maybe you're comfortable where you're at in life, and it might mean a big risk and to get out of your comfort zone to reach out to this person. I see that you're much stronger now, and so you might not realize how strong you really are. You might not realize that you're actually ready for this. Maybe this leads to the new chapter in your life. It could be that when you reach out to this person, you get the answer you're looking for. Now, I don't want to get your hopes up, because I can't necessarily say if you reach out to this person how it's going to go down, but this is in alignment. This is the next step. So, good luck with that. Good luck with that is all I can say, Trust your gut, but, if you were looking for this answer, then, if you've already been feeling this, then definitely go for it. Why not, Why not reach out and just see what happens? So, alright, I hope that helped you out. This is if you chose card number 2. So, if you chose number 2. Oh, I didn't realize I got 2 here. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so, your answer is, there is an opportunity when it comes to this situation and this person. You're supposed to be generous with how you approach this. It might be that this person has been through a lot, and just see this blood on the end of this spear. It's been kind of a battle for them. They're in this place in their life where they are feeling a lot more grounded, and they're a lot more wise from everything they've been through. There's opportunities that have come to them, and they're in this cycle of kind of give and receive and a good flow. But there's things you don't know. That's what this Lynx is talking about. There's some stuff you really don't know about this person and this situation. And that might be why you're being called to be more generous with how you approach it. And more giving and more understanding. And also it's saying be open to receive, because there's an opportunity here. There can be an opportunity for you, but sometimes if you're not open to receive the opportunity, it can't come to you. So how do you be open to receive an opportunity? I will definitely make a video on this at some point, but it's called being in the receptive mode, because everything's energy, and it's about kind of getting your personal energy chilled and ready to accept new change and good change and positive change into your life. So what you do is, first of all, you got to get honest with your emotions. You need to be balanced, and meditation really helps with that. You want to try to be more thankful for where you're at and accept your reality and try to be in your body more. So being more conscious and more aware, touching things around you, feeling, smelling smells, seeing sights, being in the moment, appreciating. And overall, when it comes to receptivity, it's a mindset. You stay expectant, you stay open, but you don't let yourself cross the line and start worrying about when this is going to appear in your life. So maybe you've been really anxious about this situation and this person, and this message is telling you to kind of chill it and try to be more open. And I think the reason that this situation is weighed really heavy on your heart is because you have a really open heart and open soul, and you're really sensitive. And it might make it hard for you to really feel like moving forward with things and making decisions, especially when it comes to your love life. But I've shown you guys this deer card before. It says, your open heart is a gift you share with others. I got some red paint on this on accident when I was making this card, but This card also does kind of talk about, like, in the past, like, you've been backstabbed. So maybe in the past with love, you've been kind of backstabbed. And so you see the situation and you see this person, and maybe this person has backstabbed you before, or there's been some stuff in the past with them. Maybe it's someone you're currently in a relationship with, and you guys are trying to move to the next level and, gain more abundance and attract more opportunities in your life. Basically, it's saying that you have to let go. And this card really makes me think about just letting go of the old. And when you think about this situation and this person, try to look at it in a new light. Try to just be in the moment with your thoughts. And when the judgments about the past or the worries or the thoughts about the future come, just picture yourself just releasing it. Just like this guy in this picture. He's completely open, I don't think he's sitting here, like, obsessed and worried about what's going to happen with this situation, he's just like, whatever, come what may, whatever's meant to happen will happen. And so I feel like that's the attitude you have to have. You need to get into that mode to attract this opportunity. I think, ironically, it's going to lead you exactly where you want. This is a very playful card. Like, there's a dolphin here. It's kind of sexual. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It definitely, when I pull this card, sometimes I think, like, oh, opportunity with your career. But when I get it for a love reading, and when I pull it in general, it usually talks about an opportunity with love. So, very interesting. I hope that helped clear things up for you guys. That's what's coming through for card number 2. So let's see what we have. If you chose the third stack of cards, let's see. Oh my gosh, the home card. Ooh, this is such an interesting spread. All right, I know exactly what this means. Man, I've been working with these cards for almost 2 years now, and I've been through so much in my life. And so when I see each card, of course, I'm getting messages and I'm seeing things, and there's visuals and there's energy, and, like, there's all that clairvoyant stuff going on. But there's also personal things I've been through. And so when I see these cards, I know exactly what it means. So this Links card is talking about a secret. It has a dual message. The first message with this card is stay grounded, okay? And what's staying grounded? It's not letting your emotions and your thoughts, like, get the best of you, and run away with you. It's if you gotta cry and you're upset and things have been heavy, like, let that out. But it's moving on and, like, choosing, like, what state of mind you want to be in, and choosing positivity and choosing to focus your energy onto what's going to help you move forward with your goals and your dreams and just making your life better. It's being in the moment, and just trying to have fun and, embrace yourself and celebrate the day. It's not putting too much pressure on yourself too, you know what I'm saying? So there's that message. But another message is there's a secret. There are things that you can't know in this situation that you're not meant to know. So maybe you asked a question and you might not get the answer you're looking for with this. So I'm just going to give you a heads up for that. You see this surrender card. I know you see that. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But the Links is saying there's something kind of tricky coming your way. Not in a bad way, but there could be a synchronicity of events that help lead you to a change in your home. So it says your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So it's pretty, whenever I draw this card, it's pretty literal. Like, sometimes I draw it for other situations and I can read more into this image and I get more visuals on what's going on here, but I feel like it's to be taken literally. You've been wanting this change in your home. Maybe you want to move in with your significant other. Maybe you just want a significant other in general, and you also want them to move in with you, and you'd love to have this beautiful home life. And maybe you've been imagining this situation, and maybe you're with your partner and you would like to have, build your dream home or something, or move to a different place. Maybe you're alone and you're lonely and you'd like that to live with someone, and that's okay. I think that what's coming through with this reading is that this situation seems frustrating and it seems impossible, but there is something bigger here at work. There is some type of unseen force. There's something really mystical. There could be a soul contract. If you're asking about a specific person, there could be a soul contract involved, and if you're waiting on something, it could be that there's a certain series of events and synchronicities that need to happen before this can happen for you. So I'm going to read you this surrender card. I feel like I'm being called to read it. Surrender, I used to hate pulling this card. You know, I'm an Aquarius, I want to know the answer, I want to know the future, but they're not always going to tell, you know? Sometimes you aren't always meant to know. Sometimes it's more important that you learn a certain lesson, and that's what the whole situation's about, you know what I'm saying? So this surrender card, when I saw it, it used to freak me out, but now it actually makes me happy, because when I see it, it lets me know that there's really nothing else for me to do in this situation. So if you've been worried about, like, what am I supposed to do, or, like, what can I do to help this, this is what you're supposed to do. So it should be a sigh of relief for you, because finally, at least you know what to do. At least you know what to do in this situation and what's being called of you. So, sometimes you're being called to surrender to make space, like, to make energetic space for some type of series of events to happen. When you're holding something in your head, we're so powerful with our thoughts and visualizations that it can sometimes slow down what you're asking for. Now, what's meant to be is meant to be, okay? And what's for you is always going to be for you. Certain things are going to happen no matter what, but I feel like it's going to benefit you and help you direct more of your energy and your time and in your personal life towards putting you into a more receptive mode to attract what you've asked for, towards helping you move forward more in your life, your dreams, your goals and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The surrender can help you with that. So this card says, to be honest, if you keep fighting and worrying about it, the situation will get worse. Surrendering is when you let go and open to the infinite solutions available to you at all times. You stay expectant and practice patience. The answer will come, and overall it will be a humbling experience and a gentle reminder that there is nothing to fear and you are always provided for. So I hope that helps answer your question. Or not, maybe it didn't. Maybe I just told you to surrender. So, but they know what you're looking for. They know this is what you want. So, best heed it. Best heed this advice. They don't joke around when they tell you to surrender. They're like, let us handle this behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? There's some work being done behind the scenes, and sometimes we can't always understand that or comprehend how that works, but that's just how the universe is sometimes. Sometimes you just kind of have to let it go. But it's not saying let it go. It's just kind of surrender it and kind of just give it space for a while. Give the issue space to develop. Okay, so this is stack 4. Oh my god, I'm tired. What time? Oh my gosh, this is only almost 20 minutes long. I wonder if anybody's watching this whole thing. It seems to be that so far all the messages together have said, like, everyone seems to be nervous to, like, take the next step forward with these relationships and to reach out, you know? So some of you guys are, this last reading was kind of different, but the first two are really talking about reaching out, taking steps forward. This one's more about surrender, but very interesting. So if you've chosen the 4th stack, there is going to be abundance coming into your life. Maybe you've been, like, feeling like you want to have more financial means before you jump into a relationship or before you settle down in your life. Maybe you're not feeling very worthy or attractive because you've been struggling with this part of your life, you know? Maybe you've been more isolated because, you know, you don't feel like you have a lot to offer. But there is a big change and transformation happening in your life. I'm seeing, represents like the wheel of the year. And the wheel is turning, there is a new season coming, and you're being given instruction. And I feel like this instruction is actually kind of happening, this sounds weird, but like inside your head. I feel like whereas normally you'd be really harsh and very critical on yourself, you might be catching that inner dialogue. You might be noticing how mean your inner critic has been lately, and you're stopping yourself, you know, from going there. you're not festering and thinking about those thoughts anymore. I feel like you might even be training at work, and getting a promotion because of it, or just able to take on more responsibilities at work. And it's leading to opportunities for you. So what does this have to do with your love life? When you feel more worthy, it's easier for you to attract love. Now, you got to remember, worthiness comes from within. So that's why this card's in the middle. It's saying that you gotta, yeah, you're doing stuff at work, you're manifesting more money. This is where your thoughts have been lately. There are opportunities coming your way, but you have to realize that it's because of your mindset. You know, you decided this is what you wanted, and you've had to really, really push yourself to keep going and to keep taking these steps. And I get this vision of someone just poring over this desk, like working really hard like a student. And I also see people who are doing manual labor. Like maybe you work at a job that's like very physically demanding. And it might be hard for you to have extra time, like the evening. Even the evenings and the weekends don't seem like enough time for you to be able to connect with someone in the way that you'd like. And but there is more money coming in, and there are more opportunities. And I feel like you're going to be able to get yourself to a place where it's easier for you to feel more confident, because the inner dialogue is changing, so your life is changing. How powerful is that? When you change your inner dialogue, oh my gosh, you guys. First of all, you got to notice that there's dialogue happening in your head. And the hardest part is when you first start tuning yourself into that and realizing how crazy it can be sometimes. And you have to not judge yourself. You just have to be like the silent observer, you know? I talk about that a lot in philosophy and spirituality, the whole concept of, you know, being the witness and stuff like that. And it does help. It helps you kind of be able to reshape your thoughts. It helps you to realize what has been subconsciously driving you. And that's where healing comes into play. Because healing is all about consciously letting go of some of that old stuff and rewiring your brain and rewiring your thoughts to work for you instead of against you. So I feel like that's what's happened for you. You've been able to rewire yourself. You've been able to receive this instruction, and it is coming from your spirit guides, and it is coming from your angels. I don't know if you believe in that stuff, but you know, it's inside of you. It's coming from a place inside of you, and you're really growing. And so the answer basically is yes, you're going to be attracting someone new your way. And this is kind of the process of how it's happening. So everything in your life, it might seem really unrelated to this love issue, but it actually is kind of setting the stage. So the groundwork is being laid for this change in your love life. If you are in a long-term relationship, because I do feel like there are a couple people who pulled this for a long-term relationship, so I'm going to go up into it for you guys for a second. I think that more money is coming to you guys. I think that it's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to kind of think about what opportunities you'd like to take. And I feel like you're trying to train and to learn more when it comes to your soul mission and life purpose. And this is definitely the path. And it's going to bring you closer together, because it's like you guys are learning together. You're on a path together. Maybe you're starting a business together. Maybe you're just inspiring each other, or maybe you're working in similar fields, or you guys both are having to learn a lot when it comes to your career right now. So for long-term couples, I'm saying that there's good news coming. That's what this card's talking about, but you might be feeling really tired, and you just might be in between. So you might be getting this message because you've been a bit worried about your finances. You've been a bit worried about what's going to happen here in the future, because, you know, you might be in between things or in between projects, but there are actually some opportunities that will be coming. So I hope this helps you out. And if you're watching the whole reading, you might have seen these cards here in the middle. Those came out, and they just flew out of the deck right when I started trying to draw cards. And so I just put them in the middle, and I feel like a huge theme in general, and a conflict in general with love. Just noticing the theme, because I've been doing readings for a while now. I've done a ton of love readings the past couple weeks. After doing this, and doing some readings for myself and some friends, and now seeing these cards, I'm feeling like there's some people out there who are more focused and obsessed with this part of the journey, trying to build like a life and a home and a community for them, getting to this ultimate point of comfort. So they're kind of caught in the rat race, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that are caught in the rat race. So if none of these cards answered your question, it could be that whoever you're asking about or the situation is that the person is just way too focused on this part of the journey right now to where they can't even focus on you or focus on love and stuff like that. This card is telling me that there's others of you guys out there who are really searching for happiness and who are really opening up to this. So I think we're going to start to see a lot of people getting into relationships soon. You're going to start hearing from your friends that they met someone and it like they swept them off their feet. You're going to start seeing on people's Instagrams and Facebooks photos of them and their significant others traveling and going places and in that honeymoon stage. I feel like that's what's going to be happening soon. And as we head to the end of summer and beginning of fall, at least in some parts of the world, I think that this shift in the season, whether you're transitioning into fall or, I don't know, spring, I don't know how that works on the other parts of the world. I know it's like winter kind of in Australia, so if you're transitioning and it's getting colder or it's, who knows, it's getting hotter for you depending on where you are, this shift in the seasons, a shift in the temperature, there might even be just a difference in the overall energy and feeling as the seasons change. It's kind of bringing in with it this happy, light energy. So, you know, if you're feeling happy, it's easy to attract things your way, but it has to be an authentic happiness. Fake happy? You know, people can feel that. People can tell, and it can be repelling, almost more repelling than just being upset or negative or depressed, if that really is you just being authentic. If that's where you're at, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's some of you guys who are authentically getting to this state of happiness, and so you're able to attract whatever it is that you want. So maybe that's why if you got, you know, you're seeing this and maybe you pulled this stack, one or two, maybe that's why it's saying to reach out to people. Maybe that's why it's saying things are moving forward because of this energy here. If things aren't moving forward, maybe you pulled the surrender card. The reason is kind of like, you know, whoever this person is in question, or maybe this is you, you know, this is, you can't see above this burden here, you know. And it might not be like a negative burden. It might just be like you're busting your butt trying to establish yourself or something, and or you're in this phase of your career. This really does have to do a lot with career, providing for yourself. Maybe you're in a phase of your career where like you're really trying to get to the top and to the next level, so that might just be the focus. So I hope this helped you guys out. I literally have no idea what I just said. I just channeled like so hard. I lit a ton of sage and I like been eating really clean and meditating and just like relaxing, and oh my gosh, like my readings lately, I feel like I've just been in the flow. So let me know what you guys think and tell me if this worked out for you, and tell me if it didn't answer your question too. You know, if it didn't, of course I want to know, and that's okay. Just try to be nice. Don't be mean when you write a comment. Just be constructive. And if you guys like this, please tell me and I'll do more. Alright? Peace out.